Ruination. New definition for hop bomb. Hi, it's Brainmuffin back with another beer review, and this time we have Stone finally on the beer review. I think this is the first Stone beer we've ever done on this show. This is an unbelievable big hop bomb. It's a double IPA 2.0, Ruination Double IPA 2.0. This is not, there's all kinds of variants on this. There's a 20th anniversary, there's barrel aged, all kinds of stuff. This is the plain Jane original that I had so long ago. And of course, it has to be in a bomber. Oh, and right off the bat, it's just citrus, hop citrus, and more hop and hops and hops. I don't think I'm going to be able to pour the whole bottle in this glass, but oh my goodness. I understand on draft this beer is a lot more mild. It's much better. Uh-oh. It's very... It has the head of a bottle conditioned beer, which I don't know if it is or not, but it feels that way. Or at least a natural carbonation beer, because you can do that. Some breweries do that. They don't do it in a bright tank, or if this is a bright tank, that is incredible head on for a bright tank beer. Almost too much. A lot of my IPAs are like this. I had some problems with some of my IPAs recently where they got a few months old and then they were way over carbonated, but that is just incredible. And it stays. Usually a bright tank beer will just fade away into nothing. Or at least that's my belief. Oh, that is like, it is a good combination of citrus and pine on the nose. Obviously the foam. I haven't even gotten to the beer yet. This is one that will ruin your palate. Just be forewarned. If you have never tried this beer, don't expect to taste anything afterwards. Everything will taste sweet. This is not a beer for the timid or the afraid of hop. If you don't like hoppy beers, do not even smell this one. It'll send you into overdrive. If you're allergic to hops, this will probably put you in a hospital. This one's still quite cold. 8.5% alcohol. Man, that is a hot bomb. So it is piney and citrus combined, start to finish. It's not overly bitter, even as cold as it is. It's not really, I don't know what the IBUs on this thing are. I don't even know if that information is on Untapped. 100 IBUs. Wow, it does not feel like it's that bitter, especially at this temperature. But part of that 8.5% alcohol, there's still a little bit of malt backbone there that you can pick up. It is a little cloudy, or I shook it too much, I don't know. Wow. I would love to try this on draft. This is one of my favorite early Stone beers. They've got some other ones. The Kali Belgique I really like, and some. I got to get back to some Stone. The IRS is one of my favorites. I think Double Bastards is probably my biggest favorite. But wow, and I've seen bottles of Jungle Gyms are like this big of some of those beers. It's they're like $200. I'm like, who buys it? That is very good. So, one of the things that people like about this segment is food pairings with this. This is really strong flavor. It's an IPA, but it's an IPA kind of down like a home brewer who said, "What do you mean 6 ounces of hops in 5 gallons is too much? I'm going to make it 9." This is really, it's almost like a homage to their brewing roots, their home brewer roots. I'm going to confirm my 4 and 2/4 is what I've given this before, and I really like it. And maybe that's a little harsh, but maybe 4.5, but 4 and 1/4. I don't know what I said before. 4.25. Very good. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff. There's I don't know, a poem, and I mean they kind of go whatever. And the glory of the hop is what they're celebrating, and that is exactly what you get. It doesn't feel that bitter. I want to see if it's bottle conditioned or filtered. I think there's a little bit of yeast in there. Looks like there might be. But anyway, if anybody knows if it's bright tank or conditioned, natural conditioning, let me know. Wow. what would I eat with this? To me, because the hop is so laden on your tongue and in your nose, you'd want something greasy, like good pork sausage, maybe even a turkey sausage, something that's got some, no smoke to it, but some flavor in there with that grease that just kind of cleanse everything. A good, a good burger would go well with it, with not a whole lot. The thing is you're not going to taste much of anything if it's mild. So you could do some cheeses and other things to just kind of wash your palate. I would not do anything sweet. I would not do anything sour. Maybe something salty. But if I was to have a meal with this, and now granted this is a 22 ouncer at 8.5%, yeah, you better be sitting around a long time, because that's a lot of calories too, and a lot of alcohol. Wow. Yeah, I mean, maybe grilled burger, a sausage, a bratwurst, rotwurst, currywurst, something like that. I don't really know a lot of vegetarian dishes that have a lot of flavor and a lot of fattiness to them, because you want that fat to kind of coat and kind of get your tongue clean. It's part of what the fat, the cheese helps to do. If I was going to have it, but I wouldn't have like extra sour dill pickles, because that sour is going to taste really sour against this. You might do spicy food too. So maybe a good Indian dish would probably go well with this, with a lot of flavor and heat to kind of counterbalance the IPA. But man, if you had something sweet with this, you would get that sweetness, and it would be sickening sweet, and then this would just curl your tongue. But hey, if you're into that, have a piece of pie with it. Do an apple pie with this. Oh, if I was going to do something like that, I'd probably do like a cobbler, like not strawberry, but a blackberry cobbler or something. But then you get the sweet and the sour. But my gosh, the contrast would just be incredible. It would be incredible. Wow. So there we go. This is a very good beer. This is not, like I said, it's not for the timid. It's called Ruination for a reason. It's not for if you don't love hops, just stay away. Don't even try it. Don't even worry about it. But if you think you're a hop head or want to know what hop heads are all about, this is a great beer to start down that path. Maybe even well down that path. It definitely is a hop head beer. Lots of pine, lots of citrus. There's a combination on the nose there of both of them. And but it's not what I had once the other beer I described as thick on the hops. It doesn't have a real. It's not like you're chewing on a pine cone. It's kind of like you've pulverized a pine cone and now you're drinking it. So it doesn't have that thick feel, but it's really smooth. I mean, for 100 IBUs and as big a malt and an 8.5% alcohol, this is incredibly smooth beer. It has a bit of a bitter aftertaste there from the hops. And my understanding is on draft, this stuff is fantastic. It's even smoother, and I can understand that, especially nitrogen injection. I don't know if anybody does that, but that might be interesting. Anyway, so there you go, 4 1/4. This is a really good beer. I really like it, but like I said, this will ruin, and it's no pun intended. I mean, maybe they haven't intended a pun. It's not my intention of a pun. But it will ruin your palate. This is a palate ruiner. This is a last beer of the night type thing. If you go off and have a dessert beer after this, it'll taste so sweet you probably won't be able to drink it. That's why I say pairing this is like a pairing food with this is pretty tough. But I think anything fatty with good flavor that's maybe spicy but not sweet, not sour, would go well with this. I wouldn't eat a steak with it. Usually not enough fat. But your sausages, maybe some burger, maybe not an extra lean burger, but just like a regular burger, grass-fed beef, maybe buffalo, maybe. I don't know, that might be too lean. Turkey would definitely be too lean. Turkey, chicken, they're way too lean, unless you're like the dark meat on those. But I wouldn't do anything smoked, and I definitely wouldn't do anything sour or sweet. So, which I've said like 6 times now. All right. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for clicking like. Thanks for subscribing. If you got a beer you want me to review on here, if you've got some comments about Ruination, you like it, love it, think it's great, think it stinks. You got other ideas for beer pairings. If you've tried this with food, I've never tried it with food, so that's why I'm kind of a loss. There's some cheese to kind of beer tasting. You know, you like it? You got a Stone favorite you want me to cover? Please let me know in the comments below. Send me a message. Let's have that conversation. Let's kind of discuss our favorite beers and let's go from there. Let's all learn. Thanks. Bye. Ruination. All right. Stone Double IPA. Alright, this isn't anything weird. 8.5%. Alright, I'm on my last one, but I haven't started yet. I mean, I'm recording, but I haven't started shooting.